Hi guys, welcome. I'm here for the final live stream of the day. So, I'm gonna pull up the thing on here. All right, I got it. Okay. Coco, Kay's current feelings for me. Okay. Kay's current feelings. Well, she loves your sense of adventure, and she loves your creativity. She thinks that you have a creative style that's quite unique. And this is a great card when you ask how somebody feels about you. It's like carefree, fun-loving, like it's just like a carefree kind of soul. And she's got a lot of respect for you, so she feels good about you. I like that, the carefree spontaneity kind of a vibe. Oh, I got hair in my mouth. Ugh. Okay. All right, so where am I here? Afia, will I see Linford at the event I'm attending tomorrow? Okay. I'm only getting a 33% chance, so it's kind of slim. I'm not so sure he's going to be there. Malika, Michael's current feelings towards me. Okay, Michael's current feelings. Love, transformation, and stability. Excellent. Love, transformation, and stability. Nice. Benita, Christopher's feelings towards me. Benita. Okay, he's got a couple of things that he's dealing with. First of all, he's dealing with regret. Something that he did in the past or something he didn't do right is stressing him out, and he's feeling regretful over that. He's also starting to get a little bit more in tune with his intuition, which is a good thing. And I think he feels sorry for something that went on in the past. And he kind of feels like a little bit more connected. Like there's more love for you, or I mean, I'm using the word love, but there's more feelings around him for you now than ever before, or like he's starting to wake up now. He's got a lot on his mind when it comes to you these days, which is a good thing. It's like he's starting to awaken. Ariane, General. Okay. Feeling prepared. Coming up, you're going to be feeling prepared to tackle anything that comes your way. You also have some fun, carefree, spontaneous times, and you have a wish that's about to come true. Put it out into the universe. Working really hard on a new endeavor and no longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. So the working hard, usually because it's Pentacles, it would be something that has to do with business, career, or a job. If you're in school, it could be school, or it could be if you work a job doing whatever and they send you back to school and that course would be to better your job. That's also like an Eight of Pentacles type of thing. It's like apprenticeship, learning something new, something that's going to pay off in the future. Salome, general reading for March. Salome. happiness. So overall, the month should go really well. There's going to be an offer presented to you at some point during the month that you won't be able to refuse. And you have the Ace of Swords here, which means you're cutting through bullshit, you're laying down the law, and your life is moving forward. The world is at your feet here. And you could even have a little creative project. Or the pages are usually young people. It could be if you have a child who is a water sign, maybe even a Pisces, that you may be spending time with them. Or including them in whatever it is that you're doing at some point this month, that it would be something that would be significant and special, like going away for the weekend with them, or taking them to a concert, something that would be out of the ordinary. Or the page doesn't always have to be a child. It could be a niece. It could be a younger person that you work with, but they're generally young people. Or if you're a young person, the page could be a new love coming in for you. But that would only be if you were like a younger person. See, I don't know how old you guys are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it is what it is. 9, general reading for March. You know, I think March is going to be good for a lot of people. You got victory. That's the theme of March for you. Victory. Also, use your intuition. Your life moves forward quickly in March. Like, you may enter March one way and then leave March and feel like your life has gone in a totally different direction. There's a lot going on here. You got an earth sign here, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. You also may be walking away from something during this month that no longer serves you. It could be a friendship. It could be a lover. It could be anything that, you know, you just like, I'm done with this. I've exhausted it. And it can be anything. So it could be like, if you're done with your trainer at the gym, or you're done with your guitar instructor, whatever. Alyssa, may I ask what are the plans of Martin towards me after his makeup duty in the medical internship? Okay. Well, this is the Six of Cups is somebody returning from your past. So if he's somebody from your past, he should be contacting you when he's done with whatever it is he's doing right now. And he should be coming in with an offering of love, or at least, like the Knight of Pentacles is the knight on the white horse, but usually we don't have somebody show up on a bent knee with flowers or coming in on a horse. So they may come in a little bit more subtly, trying to increase communication, trying to pick up where they left off. You may have a little bit of arguments around this relationship when he first comes back, and it may have something to do with money. It's not that big of a deal. I think that when he comes back, he's not coming back like crazy. He's going to come back like very calm and cool, and like, let's see where we are, and let's take it one day at a time type of a thing. Oh, yes, it could be a love offer if you're young. I mean, you could also be older and have a young person into you. That happens too, but I missed one from Sister Moon. Hang on. Oh, here it is. Did he really mean it when he said he could never be friends with me because of the negative things that I said about his girlfriend? He was very protective of her, and he said that I was cruel. Okay. But I don't believe that they're going to stay together, so I don't really think that this is much of an issue. He might have said it in the moment. No, see, and I don't think they're going to stay together. But my advice, which has nothing to do with the cards, just like as an energy thing, I wouldn't talk about her to him. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't look at her. I wouldn't acknowledge her. I wouldn't give her any attention. And the less attention you give her, the better. But that's just my 2 cents. Because the thing is you can't convince somebody that somebody else is an asshole. Like, you just can't. They have to figure it out on their own. You can try to point things out, but 9 times out of 10, you wind up looking like the bad guy. And like you did here in this situation, he said that you were cruel. But I'm sure the things that you were saying about her were probably very true. And that happens, it happens all the time. And I've seen it happen so many times where you're like, doesn't this person see what an asshole, you know? But they don't see it. And if, you know, you can stand on your head, they're still not going to see it. They got to figure it out. Oh, excuse me. Stephanie, what does T like about me? Okay, what is T like? What is T like? He admires your courage. He admires your strength. He thinks that you're grounded and that you're sensible. There's physical attraction here too, but he really likes the fact that you're strong, sensible, and capable. Like, that's something that's highly attractive to him. So who knows? He may have dated in the past, like, women that were like needy messes. And you come off to him as very together and very strong and very centered. And he likes that. Stephanie, how does T think I feel about him? He thinks that you like him, but he also thinks that you have choices around you. He may know of other guys that may be interested in you, or he may have heard things. So he may think that you like him, but I don't know that he thinks that you like him that much, or that you think he's that crazy, that you're that crazy for him. Oh, SEPA paid through PayPal. So let me see if I can find the question. What Tom is currently feeling towards me now. Okay, what's Tom currently feeling? Tom feels a couple of things. First of all, he feels success around this, the Six of Wands. He also feels a little anxious and a little bit like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. So I'm not sure if he thinks that you're not into him, you're out of his league, something like that. I just want to check that question one more time. All right, where'd it go? Okay. So now the Knight of Cups is here, which means he could be coming in with an offering of love. He may be contemplating asking you to go out or take this a step further, but I think there's a lot of anxiety around him when it comes to that. He's going to come forward. You got the Empress card. You know what that means. He's attracted to you. Be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. But overall, it's a great card to get when you ask how someone feels about you. Once he asks you out, or once you guys, whatever, start talking more or establish something that's a little bit more stable, he's going to want to take things slow and steady. I think he's genuinely nervous about this. I don't know if he was hurt before or he's just kind of intimidated, but there's a lot of like anxiety around it. It's not bad anxiety, but there's still anxiety. Andrea, am I manifesting correctly? Yeah, 70% chance. So you're basically on the right track. Kira, what is Leroy keeping from me? I don't really think that he's keeping much from you. I mean, it looks like he may be feeling a little bit off balance or a little off kilter. He also may be feeling like he wants things to move a little bit slower. Maybe he's not ready to dive in head first right yet. But it doesn't look like he's not harboring any secrets or anything. I don't think that there's anything to be super concerned about. Stephanie, has T ever mentioned me to his friends or coworkers, good or bad things? I don't think he says bad things. All right, let's see. Has he ever mentioned me to his friends or coworkers? I don't think he really talks much about you. Like, I just think that he's not a talker. He doesn't give people much. I don't think that it's anything bad. Like, it's him not talking about you isn't a bad thing. And he's definitely not talking bad about you either. He maybe mentioned you, but I don't think that he does a lot of talking. Like, you could have come up in conversation, but I don't think he does a lot of talking. Oh, I made it through the super chats. Okay, let me go back up to the top. Cosmic, should I worry with Leo my safety? Would he harm me? Okay, just because you asked that question, I feel unsafe. Why do you think that he would harm you? Has he harmed someone else? Is there a reason? Or is this maybe somebody had harmed you in the past and that's just something that you have like trauma with? Because asking that question is a red flag for me. But I'm going to ask. He doesn't come off as a danger, but like I said, I'm curious as to why you would ask that question. That makes me a little nervous. Kira, how's he feeling about our relationship? Oh, you were harmed in the past. Okay. Okay, then that, not that it makes sense, but I mean, it does make sense because that's something you carry with you. But it always makes me nervous because if you get that feeling like somebody, like you're unsafe when you're with someone, always go with that feeling. I don't care what anyone says. Always trust it. Because maybe I've seen too many Lifetime movies, but there are crazy people out there. And crazy people sometimes can be really attracted to people that are very empathetic. And then that's how you kind of get suckered in. He feels good about this relationship. He's got the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Happiness on all levels, and then the wish. But not only that, he's got transformation. So this relationship is growing and transforming, and he's rolling with it. The other card that you have, which is another good sign, is the Six of Pentacles, which usually has more to do with a work relationship, but it's feeling appreciated, and it's like the kind of situation where you're both doing the same amount of work. It's not the kind of situation where one person is doing all the work and the other person is just sitting around on their ass doing nothing. It's like even. So I think that this relationship is decent. I think it's in a decent place. Jennifer, am I going to be having kids soon with someone that I'll be with? Okay. It's 33% chance, but it looks like it may be something that happens out of the blue. So to me, it would be something that you may not be planning for, and it just sort of happens and everything just kind of falls together. Like that happens sometimes. You know, like there are some relationships like where like you go through every step, right? You casually dating, you start dating more seriously, and then you get engaged, then you get married, then you have kids. Then there are other relationships that come out of the blue and it happens upside down. And this may happen a little upside down, but who cares? So what? It's just because that page is like coming in out of the blue or when you least expect it kind of a thing. Jennifer, when will I get a love offer from my Scorpio? Okay, when's the Scorpio coming in? It could be within the next 10 weeks. Like something solid could be happening in the next 10 weeks. I mean, you could hear from him as soon as the next 10 days, but it would be something more solid around the 10-week mark. Mayretha, how is the relationship of my ex-Sag with his new partner? It may not be going so hot for them. There's anxiety around the relationship. The Six of Wands is in reverse, which would mean unsuccessful or non-victorious. The Eight of Wands is also in reverse, which would indicate that the relationship is not transforming or moving forward. And somebody around them's got choices. I don't know what she is or what the partner is, but there's a water sign. So this could be the third party, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. But it doesn't look like their relationship is off to a solid beginning. Jay, what's my future lover going to be like once I move? Okay, let's see. Next lover. What are they going to be like? They're going to be fun, carefree, passionate. They're going to be very appreciative of you, and they're going to treat you really well. It might be the kind of thing where you're a little undecided about them when you first meet them, but I think that you guys wind up clicking. They could be a Taurus. They may be really good when it comes to money, and they kind of know how to get ahead in life. They don't hold themselves back. They're kind of know what they want and know how to get it. What's going on here? Oh, he's sitting on the thing. What happened here, Dylan? likes him. Capricorn, is the candle spell I did working, or will it work? It probably will work. That stuff can take time. It's working. It's working. It may take time. I mean, sometimes it doesn't, nothing, you won't see any movement for about 3 months, and then it works. Adriana, when are things going to change with the Sag? Okay. When are things going to change? It could be in 12 days, which would be early. If it takes longer than that, it would be this summer. So there could be something that happens around the 12-day mark, and then you can have a significant change this summer with the clubs. Jennifer, does my son's dad think about me? He's a Cancer. I still don't like him. I'm just curious. All right, I'm sure he does. You know, I think that it's hard to go through a significant relationship with somebody, especially one that produced a child, and not think about the other person. Even if you don't like them, or even if you don't want to be with them, there is still something significant. Oh, he definitely still thinks about you. You got 3 aces. I didn't even have to turn over that many cards. Adriana, will I have the relationship that I've been dreaming of? Yes. You're going to have a really nice relationship. I mean, every relationship's going to have ups and downs, and there's going to be issues, but it looks like you're going to have a good relationship. Definitely. Definitely. Jennifer, is my Scorpio worth my time? Let's see. I mean, you could do better. You could do better, but, you know, I don't think it's about that. I think that this may be a connection that you need to see it through. You know, sometimes people, like, some connections are difficult. Some connections, you just got to give it a chance. I think you could do better, but I think it's something that you, for yourself, may need to see it through. Kira, how would Leroy feel if I got pregnant? I would be careful right now, because its first card is 5 of Swords, which would be arguments. And then the second one is regret. And then it shows feeling unprepared, and feeling like he has no choice with the 7 of Cups in reverse. So I would be careful, because now just may not be the time for something like that to take place. But, you know, I never realized this until I got pregnant. And other women would say to me, guys are just weird about it. Like, guys are just weird about it. And I don't even mean like the guys or the men that are in my life, but like, a lot of guys would come to yoga and they wouldn't say anything, or like they would, you know, it was like very, very late in the pregnancy, like when I was about ready to leave, before a lot of them would even ask questions, because I think that they just get a little weird about it. And a couple of my friends that have had children that are older than me were like, yeah, my husband was weird about it. Like, they just get weird. And my doctor, she was like, she said that her husband, she's like, I had 2 children. She's like, but, he was useless. I heard that a lot too from a lot of people. Oh, but they're useless. And I never really thought, like, I don't know, like, it was just a totally different experience. Oh, Adriana, same question. Okay. How would he feel if Adriana gets pregnant? Oh, see, he's a little bit different. See, he kind of goes, he waffles back and forth a bit. Like, he's not argumentative because that's in reverse. And then he's got like happiness on all levels, but then he feels a little bit heartbroken. And then he feels like he's going to be very appreciative of you. So this guy waffles back and forth a little bit between being really happy and being unsure, or feeling like, like the heartbreak thing could be feeling like, his freedom is gone, or feeling like now I'm stuck, which in this day and age, nobody's stuck, but that's besides the point. Sometimes guys feel like that because I think a lot of women try that, like they'll be like, I've had friends that are like, oh, well, I'm just going to go off the pill and, fuck it. And I'm like, and then they'll be like, oh, I got pregnant. I don't even know how it happened. I'm like, well, don't you remember you told me got off the pill? Yeah, that's probably how it happened. But, and a lot of times, like, I've seen it work out for them. It's like they just, whatever, especially if they're already married, because then what's he going to do? But, so these 2 guys come off different. The first guy comes off as a little bit like regretful and taken back and scared and unsure. And the second guy looks like he goes back and forth a little bit. Sometimes the universe just steps in and does it. So sometimes, I worked with a woman who had her tubes tied. And 10 years after she had her tubes tied, she had another daughter. I mean, that's crazy. Nothing is secure. Nothing is for sure. There's always possibilities. Cosmic, further explanation to the question about safety below. Okay. We've been talking for 2 months on video call. Seeing him abroad soon. I'm nervous. I know he's nice, but I don't know. He is a depressed man with anxiety issues and minimal social skills, but seems to love me. Okay. Anxiety and depression usually have to do with themselves. So those type of people, like, I would be more nervous that he would hurt himself before I would see him hurting you. But if you're thinking about going alone, just because, you have this concern, I would wonder if you could find someone that can go with you, because, it's always a good idea to have somebody with you. And since you and him aren't in a real physical relationship right now because you have to travel to see him, it wouldn't be so uncomfortable for the third party, because it would be more like you guys would just be meeting for the first time. And I think that there's safety in numbers. I really do. And I don't know how far you have to go, but if you have to travel to another country and you don't have to go alone, I would think that that would be much more, I would feel much more secure and safe telling you to go, knowing you weren't going alone. Because God forbid anything were to happen, somebody else is there with you. Being that you have this issue and we're not so sure about him mentally, I would suggest not going alone. And if you've seen him, right, you've seen him, it's him, and it's not like a catfish thing, because I don't trust anyone, especially people behind the computer. I mean, you don't know who they are. And even through text message, you don't know who they are. And I mean, the depression and anxiety thing and social issues usually, like people, like if you have depression, a lot of people will isolate themselves. People that have anxiety usually have, you know, like sometimes people have anxiety of going out in public, or they have anxiety, social anxiety. They don't want to go in public places, where like to a bar or to a party, because they have social anxiety. That usually, those people I don't think are much to hurt someone else. Like they'll usually take it out on themselves. But I still, being that you wanted to travel abroad and we don't know this guy and you've already been through something in the past, I would suggest going with somebody. Have somebody there with you. Somebody who could be local, that you could text them, reach out to them, or they could be within arm's length if you would need them. Because you can't be too safe. And then he doesn't even have to know that this other person is around if you don't want him to know. But I think it's a good idea to not go alone, especially if you have to change countries. Adriana, news for me. Okay, what's going on around Adriana? What kind of news is coming in over the next couple of weeks? Well, you're going to be feeling like you climbed to the top of the mountain and that you've at least won the battle, if not the war. An old heartbreak is moving into the past. Whatever it was, it's going into the past. It no longer serves you. You're not going to even be thinking about it anymore. And you have a decision that you may have to make that you're having a hard time with, and you're kind of back and forth with things. But life is going to change quickly. You're no longer going to be holding yourself back. And a relationship around you will start to grow real deep roots. So it may be some close relationship around you right now starts to stabilize in a way that you didn't realize it was going to stabilize. And it starts to become like a real partnership. Susie, have Steve's feelings changed for the better? %70 chance, yes. Sue, Janice's thoughts of me. I feel she's being fake. If you feel she's being fake, I'm going to go with that. I think that you're right. Well, we're going to ask the cards, but usually intuition is right. Is Janisa being fake? She's being fake, and let me tell you something. There could be a disaster looming around her. The Tower card. Just be careful of her, because I don't want you to get roped into it. Kayla, will I regret my next car purchase? I wouldn't suggest buying a car under Mercury retrograde, so if you're going to buy one, I would suggest waiting at least until the middle of March. Let's see. Doesn't show you're going to regret it. 33% chance that you're going to regret it. Going to England and you're in the US, I wouldn't go alone. That's way too far. Way too far. I would definitely not go alone. You know, if you were like in England and you grew up there and you knew the neighboring countries and you were going to a country that was kind of close, I would think that that would be okay. You know how to get around, you know where you are. But if you're here and you're going that far, I wouldn't go alone. I really wouldn't. That's too far. You know, it's not like here where like, you know, I'm in New York, but I kind of know my way around New Jersey. And if I had to go down to the Jersey Shore alone, I'd live. You know, like I know I can figure it out. You know, it's different in Europe. You got to learn how to take, not that you can't learn, but it's just very far away. You know, it's not like you can come home in 2 hours. Yeah, I would not go alone. Make sure that you go with someone. That's way too far away. Definitely don't go alone. Melissa, how's the Aries guy feeling about me today? He's feeling good. He's another one here that comes up all over the place. So first it looks like he wants things to move forward quickly with you. Then it looks like he wants to go slow and steady. And then it looks like he's working really hard. And then it looks like you guys might have a little small argument or a tiff about something. But overall, you have the Lover's card. So this is a go. I mean, he's feeling good about you, connected, attracted, that kind of stuff. But he is a little bit all over the place, back and forth. And he may even be driving himself a little nuts over this. Sue, will I score in the range of 520 to 527 in April, on the April exam? Okay. Oh my God, you got 3 aces. Yeah, I think that you're going to do fine. I think you'll do fine. Adriana, is the partnership going to be with the Sag? Okay, let's see. Is this partnership going to be with the Sagittarius? You got a 70% chance it could be with the Sag. Definitely. There's a good shot. Reza, what's the outcome between Leonard and the third party, P? Okay, what's going on with Leonard and the third party, P? Well, they may not be connecting as well as they thought they were. It shows that they don't really have a great connection, and they may even be having some arguments. Somebody may be like pulling a disappearing act or ghosting coming up. I don't think that they're going to last that long, these two. It looks like they don't have a solid connection here at all. Reza, do I know the third P Leonard is messing with? Do I know the third party? Okay, let's see. Do we know who the third party is? I'm only getting a 33% chance that you know this person, so it may be somebody that you know of or someone that you've seen around, but I don't think it's someone that you know well. Sue, Adam's next move towards me. Okay, Susan, Adam's next move. sounds are you making over there? Okay, it looks like he comes forward. You guys got a soulmate connection here. And you may get your wish. It does look around him right now like things may be slow when it comes to money, and he may be feeling financially insecure. But give him a minute. I think he's going to get back on track with his finances, and I think he's going to come forward. You're going to hear from him, reconnect with him. Something's going to happen. December, office trip, general. Okay. Overall, the trip looks like it's a pretty good time. You got the Fool here, which would be fun, carefree, spontaneous. It looks like you may be focused on whatever, it's a business trip, so whatever it is that they're sending you for, it may be something that's really interesting or something that you connect with. And feeling like finally the ship has come in. Like whatever it is that they're sending you on, it may be something that you kind of gel with. As far as B is concerned, are you traveling over water? There's travel over water. It looks like with him, things are kind of the same. The Eight of Wands is in reverse, which means that things would not be changing quickly. There could be some issues around money when it comes to him. And he may have a water sign around him right now. There's a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. But that could be somebody at work too that may be going on the trip with you guys. I don't know if you got to share rooms or what. There could be a water sign involved there somewhere on this trip. But I think the trip overall is going to be good. What's going on? You waking up? Divine, what is M Virgo's intentions? Will he propose? Okay, let's see. Will he propose? He could, yeah. You could get that. Definitely use your intuition with this guy, because you guys seem to have a good connection. You got about a 70% chance that you could get a proposal from him. December, general reading with A. He's got a lot of anxiety around him, and he's feeling very burdened. I don't know what's going on, but he's got anxiety and burden around him. If he's somebody from your past here, he comes back, and he may be looking to reconnect. You got the Ace of Cups, which would be either an offering of love or rekindling something. You lay down the law with him. You have the Ace of Swords, and I'm not so sure that you may not be so into him second time around. You may kind of feel like that ship has sailed, kind of. GA, do I need to drop the class? The teacher gave me a 0. Oh boy, do we need to drop the class? Okay, I'm getting a 70% chance yes with 2 aces and the Sun card, which would be a yes. So if you can drop the class, I would drop the class. But you're far enough into the semester now, right? That would be a waste. And how could you get a 0? I don't know. The cards are suggesting that yes, you should drop the class. But my opinion would be it's really far into the semester to give it up now, no? Or maybe not. Maybe the semester just started at the beginning of February. Reza, what does my Sag find the most attractive about me? Haha, your humor, your spunk, that you come off very balanced, that you're grounded, you know how to get things done, they're physically attracted to you. There's a lot of things that they're attracted to, a lot of things. But I think that they think that you're like quirky, spontaneous, intriguing, maybe even a little bit mysterious. Love. Do I still have KP's heart? Did he think of me today? Okay, let's see. He definitely thought about you today. He still has feelings. There are definitely feelings here. He may be confused sometimes. He may not know exactly what to do. He may be a little unsure, insecure in himself, but there are still feelings here, definitely. Manaz, when will I let his mom know how unhappy he is? When will he let his mom know how unhappy he is? This summer. Shit blows up this summer, or stuff goes down this summer, definitely. Possibly in the month of July. Capricorn, who's coming towards me? You got a water sign coming in here. A water sign that's going to mean business. They're going to really appreciate you too. And they're going to treat you really well. I think you got some water signs coming in. One in particular. Anna, is Henry being honest or will he cheat again? All right, is Henry being honest? I got 99% chance he's being honest. Kevin. That's okay, Kevin. Oh, I see the message. That's all right. I got it. My wife divorced me, and she said that she doesn't love me anymore. Will God restore my marriage to her? Okay. Will God restore Kevin's marriage? I'm getting here, okay, only a 33% chance with one ace, But the death card is here, which takes that up much higher because the death card is transformation. So wherever you stand with her right now, that's going to transform. And it transforms in a positive way because the Nine of Pentacles is here, which is a positive card. So this would be a positive outcome. So I can't tell you that you're going to get remarried again, or I'm not seeing that right now. But I do think that you guys have a chance to reconcile, get back on track, and see how you're feeling. Good luck. Beautiful Aries. Will me and G have a child together? I'm only getting a 33% chance, so there is a chance that you could have children together. It just may not be for a while. Lily, is E's business out of business? What's going on? All right, let's see. Did E's business go out of business? 70% chance that they went out of business, and the Eight of Wands is here, which means it could have been something that happened overnight. Something that happened very quickly. Like just went in one day and said, that's it, we're closed. Yeah, that's possible. Kate, how is Gabriel feeling about me? Oh, he's feeling a little knocked off balance. But he feels very strongly. So he's like in the in charge mode. Like he's going to take charge of the situation. He may be mildly regretful over something that happened recently in the past. But overall, how he feels about you, the Empress, which is excellent. Love, money, abundance, prosperity. Excellent. That's like one of the best cards you can get when you ask how somebody feels about you. Dolores. I want to know what's next for Richard and I. Okay. What's going on with Richard and Dolores? Feeling appreciated and successful. So there's success around the situation. There's feeling mutual respect, a balanced relationship, and there's magic coming in. So you can make this anything you want. It looks like coming in, I don't know where you are in the relationship, but it could be taking a step forward. So imagine you guys are just friends. You could start dating. If you're dating, it could become more serious. It could be moving to the next level, but feeling appreciated, which is a good thing, because sometimes people feel like, I don't know if I'm just here by default or because there's nobody else, or I don't know if he really cares for me. This is going to be like reciprocated. Oh, you're not talking at all? Then you should start talking. You should start talking again, because it's showing balance and mutual respect. So it would have to be on both ends with the Six of Pentacles. If it was just on one end, that could be in reverse. And then it would be like, well, one person's putting in all the effort. They may be reaching out and the other person's ignoring them, but not when it's upright. So if you're not speaking at all, then that's what you can expect to come in, communication. Divine, will I get a job in international organizations back home? Okay. I'm going to get a job in international organizations back home. Oh my God, you got 3 aces. Yeah, I think you're going to get that job. Ifoema Sabina. What am I supposed to do with, what am I supposed to work with? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, what are we doing? Can you just clarify exactly what we're talking about? Because I'm not sure. Lauren, is he going to try to get back with me? He's going to, but it's going to be a process. It's going to be a process. He may come forward, he may back up, he may disappear for a minute, he may come forward again, and then things may get a little bit stagnant. But I think inevitably you guys are going to have a second chance. Moon Lover, is it true my future husband is in Aries? 70% chance, yeah, it could be an Aries. But, you know, at this stage of the game, we don't know how many marriages, how many long-term relationships. Like, if you were to meet somebody tomorrow who was an Aries and you were with them for 10 years and never married them, but you guys lived together and had a marriage-like kind of relationship, that to me counts. December, love regarding 2020, will B or A be around? Okay, let me see. Will B be around in 2020 regarding love? You got a greater chance of being with A in 2020, a lesser chance of being with B in 2020. But I'm not convinced that either one of these relationships make it to 2021. So it might not last the entire year. Oh, I missed Georgia Peach. Let me go see. If I don't drop the class, will I pass the missed test? You missed a test? All right, let's see. If I don't drop the class, will I pass? I think you're going to pass. I think you'll pass. Got a 70% chance you're going to pass. Susie, do you think I'll see him on the weekend? Okay. I think you're going to. You got a 99% chance. So his intentions are to see you this weekend. That's what I'm thinking. Moon Lover, how does Jay feel about me? He feels that you're balanced, that you're patient, you're compassionate, you're kind-hearted, you're loving, you're contemplative, you have a lot of choices around you, and that you're genuinely a successful person. this stupid thing is buffering. Is Ian Nasli over for good? I'm not convinced that they're over for good, but they're having one hell of a time. They're having one hell of a time. Beautiful Aries. You know what? Can we cut off the super chats? Because it's starting to get late, and I think she's going to need to eat soon. Well, she's kind of sort of sleeping. Will me and G be long-term, or will there be someone else? All right, will we be long-term? I think you're going to be long-term. I think you're going to be long-term. Tash. My birthday was today. I see Anis on Friday. Do you see him giving me anything? Because I plan to give him stuff for his birthday. Okay, let's see. I think he's going to give you something. I'm only getting one ace, which would be 33%, but you've got pentacles here. So I think that he's going to give you something. I do. Oh, if Oma Sabina, it's much better. Oh, I see. You're telling her. Okay. And then when she sends it in, can you put it in the purple hearts so that I don't miss it? Oh, Dolores, I just want to know, what are the chances that he will reach out soon? Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I think you're going to hear from him soon. I do. Solar eclipse. How is he feeling about me? Are his feelings stronger? %99 chance, yes, his feelings are growing. When I say use your intuition, so, all right, there are some people that you just, like, I would say with most of us, we have an intuition, right? And sometimes we ignore it. So say, for example, you've been seeing this guy, I don't know, you've been out with him 3 times. And you wake up one morning and you have a burning urge to call him up and text him. Do it. If you come home from work and something tells you not to call him, not to reach out, don't reach out. If he tells you that, breaks plans with you and says, my mother broke her ass or something, and you don't believe it, don't believe it. Confront him. Find out what's going on. You're onto something. So use your intuition, because in some instances you can be really connected. And then there are some people, like there are some, this goes back to the Facebook bullshit that I always warn you about. There are some cases where we really don't know, right? So you, like, somebody can put up like a bullshit story on Facebook and everyone gives it a thumbs up. They think, oh, that's wonderful. Meanwhile, none of us have any idea what's really going on. but your connection to him is pretty strong. So when you tune into him or something comes up and you feel that way, you feel like this fucker's lying, or you feel like, no, you know what, he's telling me the truth, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, go with it. You know, to me, it's a way of navigating through the issues that you could have in the relationship, because I sometimes have been known for like, you know, like I've been fucked around my entire life. So I would a lot of times assume that I was being lied to because I've lived that before, and then find out that the person wasn't lying to me. And not that I flew off the handle or got crazy or anything, but I tend to internalize things. So I would blame myself or make myself crazy over it. But that's me. Other people, some people are like, we'll go after them, like, you know, when it's unnecessary. So that's what I mean by using intuition. What's the matter, baby? You ever kicking your arms and your legs all over? Okay, Sabina wants to know what type of job would be best suited for, okay. All right, I do better when I weigh one job against the other, but let's just see what comes up. See what comes up. Okay, so the first card it shows would be stepping out of the box. So initially I would say to you, you're going to do something that you wouldn't think about doing, or that is out of the box, something that may be challenging for you, something that takes you in a different direction than you ever would have thought that you're going to be in. It could have something to do with finances or business with all the pentacles. So it could be running a business, opening a business. It's going to be something that's going to make you feel very balanced. So if you opened up your own business, it may be something that brings in enough stability for you that you can live off of it and you don't have to worry about money. So pentacles mean business, or it could be career too, but this can be opening up a business, a new business opportunity, working hard on a new skill. According to these cards, I would say that you would be opening up your own business and you would be doing something that is out of the ordinary, out of your comfort zone. So you may be involved taking a risk. Now let's see here if we can get anything else. It could have to do with a couple of different things. So spirituality comes up. So it could be that you're opening up some kind of a spiritual center that you would be good at. It also could be caretaking, taking care of children, animals, elderly people, people with disabilities, people that need help. You may be very good with that. And it may be something that it would be, you would be the owner. So it would be you that would be in charge with all those pentacles. So think about that. Caretaking, something that has to do with nurturing people. There's a very nurturing side that comes up. Caretaking and feeling like fulfilled on a soul level from that type of work. But also the business itself being very good and being profitable. But like I said, I would rather weigh, you know, should I be a teacher or should I be a banker? Because I could do them percentage-wise. But if you have no idea, then that's the best that I can do. Because there's, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Miss Ronnie, when will I start dating someone new? Okay. It could be the month of March, or it could be you meet them in the month of March and it takes off this summer, because the clubs would be this summer. But it's coming up. Tash. How did Anis feel about me when he saw my Snapchat photos of my birthday celebrating? Okay. He thought that it looked like it was a good time and that it was fun. Celebration, the Three of Cups. Coy, how does Chris feel about me? He holds himself back when it comes to you. He may be a little intimidated. He's got feelings for you. There's a lot going on here. He's got magic around him. He's got adventure around him. He's got ideas, but he seems to hold himself back. Yeah. He may start to open up a little bit. He may start taking off the restraints that bind him. Ashley. Is Sean really interested in me? Do you see us going anywhere? Okay. He is interested in you, but I don't know. You may he may be a little stagnant, and you may get annoyed with him. There's a tower moment here, and I have a feeling you're going to be the one that's going to get mad at him. Like you may think that he's just not worth your time and effort. I would give it a little bit more time, though. I would give it a little bit more time. Divine, will our family house be rented soon? Yeah, 70% chance, yes, it's going to get rented soon. Oh, Witty's screen name is new to the channel. I will answer a question for Witty. Make sure that you send one in. Tash, any changes in terms of Anis's feelings towards me romantically? Okay. No, he's still interested in you. It's still the same. He's still kind of, you know, going day by day. Susie, will he come forward with an offering of love? He's going to. He's going to. He's going to drive you crazy, but he's going to. Oh, I just see now a singing career or a new business for Sabina. I would say the new business, definitely. Definitely. Because that came up when I did it before I saw the question. Okay, moderators. Brandy. When will I hear my spirit guides? Is that for SARS or for you? Is that for Brandy or for SARS? That's for Brandy, right? And she's saying goodnight to SARS. You can have significant change this July coming up with the way you connect to your spirit guides. Witty screen name, is my intuition correct about Gloria? Absolutely. SARS, I have decided to take your advice and get my idea rolling now. What do you see coming in this field? Okay, what's coming in this new endeavor? You're stepping out of your box. It's going to be adventurous. You're not going to be worried about money. And there's going to be offers in front of you. You're going to have a lot of opportunity and success around this. I think this is going to be really good for you. I think it's going to be good. Mel, how soon can I expect a new love to come in? Could be as soon as this spring. It could also be somebody that you meet in the spring and then the relationship transforms in September. All right, this phone here is going to die. So I'm going to go. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time because I kind of have a funky day tomorrow, but I'll be on at some point. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. And if you want to do a private, I'm running sales, 5 questions for $22. And if you bought a private, they will be done by tomorrow, probably sometime in the afternoon or early evening. If you bought them today. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.